So today we will not take much time. We'll go into the practice directly. I will invite Kirti ji to start the session. Hand over to you, Kirti ji.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Can you hear me well?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Atma Vandan to everyone. We are here on a very important chapter, which we are going to practice throughout our life. And it is very important one too. Let's begin what my understanding is towards this chapter and what Babaji is also saying here. So week 5, we are here in week 5, dealing with uninvited influences. So Babaji starts this chapter with this sentence saying, you cannot overemphasize the importance now of keeping yourself clear of uninvited influences. So this week, we are going to know some more information about uninvited influences, and we are going to develop a tool to deal with them. So it's mentioned here in quotes in the chapter, when you weren't yourself, you really weren't yourself, you experience them. What does that mean? When you are dwelling in your thoughts without any control on yourself, right? When you feel nasty, when you feel that same thing nasty about yourself or others, feel negative, feel fearful, or of any of such things, involved in any dangerous and foolish acts, not being patient and rushing through things, just like I experienced recently. Like the other day, I was rushing through the red light while it was orange and about to turn red. I was rushing through. These are very subtle things. You don't realize in that moment. You just be in such an urgency that you just rush through it. But that is where you need to settle down, calm down, and watch what is going on with you. That is where these are very subtle things, but you need to observe yourself. That is where you can catch that, oh, I'm letting myself loose. Let's not do that. Take control over you. So these are the subtle things, but they tells a lot about how conscious we are. If you're aware of your actions, you can easily identify them. That is what we are practicing here in this course, consciously being aware of what we are doing, what are our actions, and then catching those uninvited influences. So not being that love, not seeing people through love, that's a clear indication that you are under influence. At all these circumstances, you need to clear and close your aura. What is aura? Your personal space, your energetic field. You need to safeguard it on your own. Nobody is going to do for you. You have to do on your own. So Babaji also says, not all irrational behavior is uninvited influence. It can be your own illusions too, your own imaginations, your personal, your imperfect thinking. Then we will know more on this coming chapters about what is this imperfect thinking and all, what is that illusion you're creating on your own. So it's very important chapter 2. That is what Babaji is saying. It's not outer, it's from you also, what you're producing within you. That is also influencing you, how to act, how your action's going to be. So often it's others' thoughts you are allowing into your personal space. Unless you allow it, it's not going to affect you. So here that word is important in this chapter to really focus and think about. You are letting it happen to you. You are giving permission. So the control is in you. You are your own creator. You are your own master. You are your own guru. You have that power in you. You give access to certain things and not give access to certain things. You have to be very conscious about what you're thinking, what you're letting in. You cannot look down upon these uninvited influences. They are loving creations of God themselves too. As you are, they are too. There's no difference. They are just frightened, confused by an illusion. We will know what is this illusion is, which they have made by themselves. That's why they are lost. There is a learning here for us. We need to now, as an example, this is an example for us, Babaji is giving. That's why we shouldn't be living in fearful or frightened mode. Otherwise, there is no difference between them and us. We are here in this physical body, behaving same as they are in astral body, behaving same, because they are not being themselves. They are lost. So think of any uninvited influence with love, as you would want to be thought of if you were caught in that same situation. This is what Babaji says. Send love while you say the healing words. What are healing words? You're clearing the aura, right? Those are the healing words. That is what they are lacking. Love. They're lacking love. We can realize that being here and they are unable to unless someone guides them. So we are here. They are lost. We know we have that knowledge. We have that wisdom. We can give that to them, share with them. And so this is what we are doing now in this chapter. They missed their turn and went into the wrong exit in their journey of their highway, which they are supposed to go. They just missed their turn and they went to a wrong exit and they are lost. You are just gently directing them to their destiny, to their highway by saying these words. This week, you're healing any uninvited influences. How? Telling them via your thoughts. This is what we are doing. We are telling them, we're communicating them with our thoughts and vibrations that you are that love, you are whole and healed. You are created in that same love and light, and everyone else is created. You are just reminding them and yourself too. When you explain to others, you learn. You yourself learn a lot even more. So depart them with love and close your personal space, your aura, except for higher self. And unify with God, your original self, your qualities. After clearing, closing, unify with God. Then start your communication with your higher self. After unifying, then ask the signal from your higher self. You'll receive your signal. Then this week, there's an additional tool we're going to practice. That is, after the communication is over, after you get the signal from your higher self, you are going to say, now please give me my signal for uninvited influence. This week, we are asking for a signal to make us alert. We are so unconscious. Usually we are conscious beings, but we just get lost into our illusionary thinking that we are not aware of what that subtle things are influencing us. So we are requesting our higher self to alert us by giving us a signal. So to make us alert of when we are taking the wrong exit on our highway of this life's journey. It will again only be one signal. It will be the one and only signal, and it will be same, and it will come initially when you ask for it. So when you're asking, let yourself be free. Loosen up your body and let it come to you. Exercise that. Your body needs to understand this is the signal of uninvited influence. So you're getting used to that signal. So practice that. There'll be a lot of distractions, but the signal will be only one, and it will come whenever you ask. The thoughts of the uninvited influences are forms of energy. That's what Babaji says in this book, forms of energy, bubbles of negativity, fear, worry, concern, or anger. These bubbles may continue even after the uninvited influences heal. Therefore, from now on, after you have healed the influence, say, I send love and light to any thought forms around me. After all, these negative thoughts forms really are feeding us problems. These healing words are also to be repeated in crowds when you close your aura. So, what does this explain? This clearly explains we are getting influence, we are our thoughts. That is the communication happening, not just some ghost is there, how we see in the movies. That's not how it is. Communication is happening via thoughts. That's what we have to observe. The signal will only come to you when you normally wouldn't know about the influence. See that subtle, uh, those thoughts, when you are not aware, you just get into it and do the action. When you're not at all understanding that's not you, what you are just being, just flowing with that rush. That is when you practice now, that is when you need it, that signal will come to you. This is why we are practicing. If you practice now really well, when you need it, it will come to you. So just without any doubts, keep practicing, keep doing it. It will come to you. It has come to me. I can assure you it will come to you too. But you just have to trust it, believe it, and practice it. So continue with your practice of repeating the formula when you feel you need to. Usually, the need arises with some strong thought. I have an uninvited influence. When you clear yourself, when you know you practice that right, your channels, you separate channels of what your higher self is, what is other things. That is why you have practiced. Now that will put to use. Usually the thought will arise, a strong thought. I have an uninvited influence. Your intuition will tell you. So when your heart refills with love and when you feel a burden lifted with the healing of uninvited influence, those preconceived notions will vanish. Just disappears like this. So to get rid yourself of these influences is a giant step in being and staying unified. So Babaji instructs more on. In your activity this week, continue to develop the habit of closing your aura to all except your higher self. Continue to send love from your heart wherever you go, whenever you think about it, to anyone or anything. So, this is what I wanted to say. This is very important and beautiful chapter. We have to keep practicing because we just drift away in so much around us, whatever is influencing, even thoughts about from our kids or anyone, or even in the environment itself. It has its own thoughts too, left by so many beings who were here. Their thoughts are still lingering around. When we are conscious, when we are aware, when we are in state of love, we can just clear them. We can put the safeguards, walls, this guard walls around our energy field that they cannot affect or influence us. And we can be in that love, we can vibrate that love, and we can send that love and change our environment too in that love. That's what we practiced in second chapter, I think, where it's going to saturate all the everything around us when we be that love, that it's going to change those thoughts too. And that's what will dwell around us. And that's what we receive always. This is what is going on here. Okay, masters, let's meditate now. Sit comfortably. And just share the music 1 minute. Let's calm ourselves down. Settle down in a very peaceful, quiet place. The peace is within us. Whatever is going around us doesn't affect us unless we allow it to affect us. So let's settle down. Be here in this moment, present moment. Let's not dwell in our past or future. Let's be here in this present moment. Let's relax our body. Relax head. Relax your eyes, your jawline, tongue. Relax your entire face. Relax your throat, shoulders, arms, your chest, stomach, pelvic area, your thighs, all the way to your feet, toes. Just relax your complete body. When you go within, beyond these body senses, you can access your true wisdom. As you get used to that wisdom, it will be so obvious for you to recognize why you're functioning with these senses. So let's get used to that inner wisdom, that inner voice. Which is always ready to guide us. This is the practice you're doing. Listen to that voice. It speaks to us in the silence. So calm your body, calm your senses. Clear your mind. Don't dwell much in thoughts. Get all your focus to your heart center. That is the doorway to you, which will lead to your true whole self. So walk on that path. Go within. within your heart space. You can do that by completely focusing on your heart space. All your focus, your attention on your heart space. And with complete awareness, you're consciously accessing our inner voice, our intuition. So go deep within. That quiet, tranquil, calm, peaceful inner self of yours. Completely aware of where you're going and what is happening with you. Just go deep within. Now let us direct the energies around us. Tell them who they are, what they are. And and remind ourselves too of who we are and what we are. To all uninvited influences in my aura, I send love and light. You are each whole and healed. You're each created as love and light. And you are still love and light. You each feel no pain now, and you are not afraid. You each have a perfect place to go. And I ask my higher self to take you there now. Each of you go in peace. Just with love. I close my aura. You all accept my higher self. You come back to your heart space and remind yourself of who you are. As you reminded, these other beings of love, that they are that love. Now remind yourself who you are. You are made in the image of God. You are one and same. That very first thought that this entire existence originated from. You came out from that perfect blueprint. And you have all that information within you. when that perfect thought arised, you're naming it as God. God, who has some qualities, some attributes to define itself. For us to understand. And that God is light. The light of this world. The light of this entire existence. The light that brightens darkest corners. And it has that immense wisdom with it. In that very thought which you have originated from. And that same light is within you. I am light. Feel that within you. You are that light. It is in you. You are completely filled with it. In every part of yourself. From your cells within, the thoughts out of you. Every aspect of you has that. You are that light. I am light. In and around. God is love. Everything in this existence is created out of love. That same love is in you. You are that love. I am love. Love exists within me and around me. Every thought form which I release from myself is made with love, just as this entire existence. What I am creating out from me is love. deep in me. That is what is emitting out from me. I am love. God is happiness, joy, bliss. And I am happiness, joy, and bliss. That is my nature. That is who I am. That is who I am deep within. And that is what I emit out all around me and in my thought forms, as I am the creator of those thoughts. God is perfect. And I am perfect. In perfect health, perfect thoughts, perfect action, perfect in every way. I am perfect. God is peace, gentleness. That is what I am within myself. I am the peace, calm, gentle. That's what I emitted out around me. Release it to my thoughts that I am peace. I am gentle. That is what in me and around me. I am peace. I am gentle. I am abundant. I am unified with my truth, with my being, my whole self. I am complete. That's what I release out from me. I am whole. I am complete. That is in me and around me. I'm complete. fully unified. My dear higher self, please give me your signal now. You know, deep within, you are aware. You are all-knowing intelligence. You know you are connected with your highest wisdom. Let this energy tap into you. My dear higher self, please give me your signal now. My dear higher self, please give me your signal now. Now please give me my signal for uninvited influences. My dear higher self, please give me my signal for uninvited influences. All uninvited influences in my aura, I send love and light. You reach whole and healed. You reach created as love and light. And you are still love and light. each feel no pain now, and you are not afraid. You each have a perfect place to go. And I ask my higher self, take you there now. Each of you go in peace. And I close my aura to all except my higher self. And I send love and light to any thought forms around me. You are that love. That love is deep within you, every part of you, in every cell. You are vibrating with that love. That is your being. Feel that love, which is vibrating within you. Feel it. You're completely filled in that. That is what is surrounding you, all around you, in your personal space, in your aura. You are in the midst of this beautiful energy around you. That is called love. This is what is emitting from your heart center. You are immersed in this love. That is so peaceful and gentle. The same expression of that love. You can feel it within you. And that is what is becoming around you. That is what you're emitting out into your environment. This love is connecting every speck of energy around you. atmosphere, and everything this vibration is reaching far. Filling every space, every part, every corner of where you are. Everything around you has its own energy field. And this love is reaching into that. And everything around you is allowing this love to be with it. You are the emitter. And it is all around you. Let's keep growing. Influencing everything on its way. Be that light, be that love, reminding it is whole and healed and perfect in its own way. And it is the love. You are beyond space, this physical existence. You're beyond that. Everywhere present. Without any boundaries. Experience it. Experience being that limitless. Being that nothingness. That pulsation is love. Quiet, empty, and unifying with love, becoming love. Pay gratitude. All the energy forms. Mahavatar Babaji. Every energy form which is influencing you to move in this entire existence. And influencing you to merge with it. Be with it. And be that love. Gently come back to your heart space. Now feel that pulsation. Pay gratitude to this beautiful course, unified. Making you to be who you are. The author. And all the great energies are nudging you, guiding you to be your whole self. Come back to your breath. Observe the flow of your natural breath. You are taking from your heart center. Gently come back to your physical awareness. Your environment around you. Wiggle your toes. Gently unclasp your hands and place them over your eyes. The count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Blissful, pleasant smile on your face. Know that you are that love. Open your eyes. Celebrate this love, to live this love, to be this love. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to drench in your love. all your beautiful energies. Thank you. I'm very grateful.
Thank you, Kirti. It was deep,
Thank you.
intense. Take your time, drink some water, then come out of the meditation. If you want to ask, share anything, raise your hands.
Good evening, everyone. My little doubt is about when we clear the aura of all the unwanted influences and we have sent them through our higher forces. Then why we still again go back and doubt that they are still there around us?
That is the mind. Mind will always be in doubt. So that
Uh-huh.
through the practice of this week, you have to build that confidence that you have
Uh,
the power, you have the ability to
uh,
clear your own aura, your own space.
uh.
That's what we are learning to do now.
No, once we
Build.
clear the aura, don't we immediately protect it, saying, shutting all mind except the higher source? Still, there will be influence?
They can be, yes, certainly.
Uh,
There is an inbuilt set of unwanted influences which we all carry.
uh,
They are part of us.
uh,
Think about your belief system.
uh,
Our belief system
yeah,
it's not our. It is imparted to us as children.
yeah.
Everything in your belief system is imparted to you. You did
Mm,
not ask for it. It just came in, right? It was not invited by you.
mm,
So we do have, and we do have to clear all such influences which do not have any meaning to us anymore. We have
mm,
to slowly and gradually. Some of it you will be able to clear using this process. This
mm,
process is primarily oriented towards those influences which do not exist in body anymore.
mm,
They are entities, right? But we also have to work with thought forms, thoughts that we have,
uh,
and thought forms around us, thoughts of other people around us. They
mm,
are all they are all energy and they exist. So we are constantly bombarded by these things that exist around us. So locking the aura will help till such time we unconsciously open the aura. And once you open the aura, then anything and everything around you becomes active.
How do you open the aura? How do you know you opened it?
You may not, that's why I call it unconsciously opening the aura, because you do not even know that you have given permission.
Uh,
Say, for example, you are at home,
yeah.
one of your children comes
Mm.
comes back from wherever they have gone.
Ah,
They have brought good amount of influences with them
ah,
through their thoughts, through their physical state, and that influence, the moment they come home, you see them, your aura opens actually because you receive them, you
oh,
accept them.
okay. Ah,
You do not know because they are your children or whoever. They are your family members, and you have um, not kept yourself insulated from them. Your aura will open naturally. You will feel for them. You will feel for their pain, their fatigue, their stress, whatever they are coming back, and that's
but
when you open your aura.
is there any technique in the future as we learn this, something more strong that aura doesn't really open very fast unless we intentionally try to open it?
Uh,
Will will it come like,
in, Intentionally trying to open your aura will be more impractical living day to day life. It
no,
may
but
not be a practical thing, right?
no, there's
The,
constant, we have to keep shutting our aura. I mean, whether any influence
it,
are there or not, but fearing that it may open. So you have to constantly keep saying, I keep my aura shut except from thy higher self, so that you keep on telling, even when, because you don't know whether it's open or it is closed, right?
you will know when there is an influence.
Yeah, but that is why influence has already occurred, right? We are
Yeah,
talking preventing the influence of the unwanted influences. So
the
it,
influences. If you read that paragraph,
uh,
it is very clearly mentioned there that these could be the influences talked about here, like the ones which are not in physical form, but they can also be your own thoughts, your own thought patterns.
uh-huh.
And how will you close your aura for your own thought patterns? They are
So
within you. Yeah. So those
there are,
are our,
then there's no thought process, right? That's why I'm asking. Is it
yes,
keep chanting all the time that I'm
it's
clipping my
not,
except
it is not, I don't think chanting is of any use because then you are doing nothing else.
mm,
So it has to be practical, right? Whenever you feel the necessity, your inner self will tell you when there is necessity. And at that time, you just do this 1 minute exercise and you are clear, right?
yeah.
It's that way.
If it's something and the influence occurred,
Hmm.
you still that inner influence will get to know, or the our higher
In
giving the
yeah,
signal will know.
yeah, yeah. Nehaji has very beautifully written here. Our aura is always open as long as we are unconscious. And we have been living like that whole life. The entire life of ours, we have been
Yeah.
living like that,
Mm.
not at all aware of what is our state, what is going on inside. We are not even aware. So when we live in that state of unawareness, our aura will be open and always vulnerable for any kind of influence. Now that we are becoming more and more conscious, we are developing techniques. We are developing awareness for these influences. Wherever they may be coming from, it doesn't matter, but they have an impact, right? That influence impacts me. And when I am impacted, I know that there is something to be done. We need to work on it. And that's how we use this process to clear ourselves. So in this process, we are working with those
Unwanted
um,
influence.
the influences which are not in body form. That's one process. The second thing that we have learned also to deal with thought forms around us. Most of these thought forms are energies. They
Mm.
could be coming from people around you. If you are in public, in a place with negativity, if you are, let's say, in a hospital, any such place, wherever you go, where there is a large number of people around you, their thoughts, their patterns will certainly be there in the environment. And if you lower your guard, they will influence you. So whenever you are, this is why it is mentioned there in the chapter that whenever you go out in a crowded area, in a crowded place, always close your aura. Before you go, close your aura and be on the alert there that whenever you start seeing symptoms of any kind, clear the aura also. Right? This is we are developing alertness and awareness through this process now.
No, but
Awareness of our inner working.
when you say lower your guard, that means you're consciously lowering your guard, right?
Unconsciously also.
Mhm.
Let's say you went to the hospital.
Yeah,
You went with all preparation, but
yeah,
you have gone to the hospital to see a relative.
yeah.
Right? You go and meet them, you feel love for them. Your aura will right away it will open.
Okay,
Right?
okay.
Yeah. So this is how it we are used to living with an open aura because we are living unconsciously.
Unconscious.
Okay. So now we are developing that consciousness so that we are more and more alert on what is going on with me. My personal space is being invaded. I am aware, right? And then I clean it.
Thank you,
This,
sir.
this yeah, this practice is not just about clearing the aura. This practice is more about being aware of your own thought processes. What is happening with it? So basically, it is moving you, turning you inward, being
Mm,
aware of yourself
mm.
rather than having your focus and your awareness scattered outside. Now it is turning you inward, right? That's the primary purpose of this. The hidden purpose of this exercise is that. Okay?
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes. Rashi ji, unmute yourself.
Yeah. So my question is, there are certain people who, when they come close to you, uh, you feel that they are taking away your energy. Maybe they are too
Mhm,
negative, their talks are too negative, they are
mm,
always in complaining and nagging mode. So you
mm.
really get to understand that this person is definitely sucking onto my energy. So one thing that we can do is either try to distance. If that is not possible, can this same message be used? Because I was
Yes,
thinking that I was saving this message. One thought that came to my mind is sending them back to the source. So where am I sending this person? So I don't know. I was a little confused there.
one very important thing you have to also, we will be learning about these in the next two chapters. But um, first thing that you have to be aware of is that this person has not come in my auric field by coincidence or by chance. I have attracted this person and there is something in me which attracted it. Okay? We will learn to look at ourselves, the real cause of them coming in that area. You are um, you are focused right now when you make that statement. You are focused on the person,
Hmm.
the courier of the message. You are looking at the courier, not looking at the message.
Okay.
We are used to being that way, right? That's how we have lived all our life. But now we are learning to know what's going on in me that is causing this person to bring that message to me. There is something in me which is attracting this person, right? And this person is bringing a message to me. So now our awareness has to be on what is that message. That person is irrelevant because if it was not this person, somebody else would have brought that information to me,
Hmm.
right? So that person is just an actor in the play, right? We are to be more aware of the message being delivered. Why? Because that message is what my existence has asked for. to bring my awareness to that subject, that topic. Look at this in you. That's what the purpose of this experience is. That person is only here to give me an experience through that message, and that experience is what I have asked for, to become alert, right? So we
Okay.
have to slowly, and next two chapters we will learn a lot. Um, I would be talking about that tomorrow when we do the Q&A, that the next two chapters are so important that they will create the basis of understanding that we will use for future lessons. So next two chapters, so important. Don't even miss one word of those two. Everything is so critical, and you will be blown away when you listen to the teaching there. That is so different from what you have known about those things to date. So different. A very different perspective to how we have looked at things, right? So be ready for that, and that is going to open up a lot of thoughts in you will begin to connect. Okay, now I understand why Shailesh is saying like that. You will begin to connect all that. Okay, but
So
yes, be
basically,
aware.
I don't look at that person as an uninvited influence as of now. Let it be.
Mm,
So anything that is not in physical form, for that I can say this prayer. But
mm,
we'll come to the physical form or the physical body that we see, the message
mm.
in the coming chapters. Perfect.
Yes, yes, we will learn about the mechanism that is, or the process that is happening at that time. That's
Okay.
what we will learn, right?
Hmm.
Okay,
Perfect.
good. Thank you. Okay, Dr. Shruti. Yes, please unmute yourself.
Okay, so thank you so much for this wonderful course. Firstly, I'll tell that, and secondly, I have 2 3 questions. Okay, so one is I have heard many people saying that I don't get signals very easily. Is there any problem? But with me, I get signals in 1 or 2 days.
Hmm.
So I'm like, अरे मेरे को क्यों signal इतना जल्दी आ गया? I'm
Hmm.
like that. So I am doubting that people are not getting signals. Is that a problem, or I am getting signal? That is the problem. I mean, what is the problem? So that is that doubt in my mind.
There is no problem. This is your mind telling you to doubt everything. So that's the way the mind works, right? But actually there
Okay.
is no problem. You are you. You are not like anyone else on earth. There is only one of you, right? The nature doesn't produce any two people identical. Each one of us is a separate instance of the God. God's image is not identical, right? So there is no one else like you. You are unique. Your experiences will also be unique, right? So um, um, we have to have a different approach towards listening to experiences of others. When we
Okay.
listen to experiences of others, what is the purpose? The purpose is not to compare ourselves. The purpose is to learn from there, if there is something to be learned. And that's it. Don't apply it to
Okay.
yourself.
Okay.
Yeah,
And the
you are
second
unique.
thing, yes, thank you. And the second thing is, I asked for the signal for the uninvited influences. I got the signal, and I finished the whole process and everything. And
Hmm.
then later on, then I started doing all my regular thing and everything. And then suddenly I finished everything. Fear out of nowhere, I am feeling that now I am attracting. I have released those uninvited influences, but now there are other uninvited influences. They are attracting towards me. Okay, now release me as well, and I'm feeling that from my unconscious mind. I am feeling that now, when I'm like, I've become a magnet now. They are coming to me because now I am again having that unpleasant a reaction, like my higher self is giving me that reaction. And then because I'm busy, I'm not sitting at one place, so what I do is I'm like, I'm sending love and light, I'm sending love and light, I'm sending love and light. That's what I'm just doing, because I am doing something in the middle of some activity. I cannot just sit and do it, because I am not, I'm new to this. I am not acquainted to that thing, that okay, अगर कोई uninvited influence ऐसे ही आ रहा है in the middle of my work, uh, I just start doing all these things. I'm new to this. So then I'm just doing one thing. I'm sending love and light. I'm sending love and light. I'm sending love and light. And then uh, that reaction slows down, because that is unpleasant. It's a bit unpleasant. I get a terrible cough. I'm coughing, coughing, coughing. So then there is this harshness in my throat as well. And then when in the process of meditation, when I'm sending love and light, when I'm sending love to myself and everything, so that unpleasant experience stops. Then nothing is happening. Then everything is okay. So I am like, am I attracting? I'm just confused, like why this is happening.
It was
And this
always
is a bit
happening.
terrifying. This was a bit terrifying experience for me today. Like, oh my god, suddenly if I start coughing this badly, people will think that something is wrong with her. What is happening to her? Because I'm a physiotherapist, and I attract, like how Rashiji said, na, I attract all those people because there are patients like that. And patients come to me, I treat them, I guard myself. So now one thing I've also experienced, that initially I used to drain myself out and I used to be dead on the bed. It was that condition. But now it is not that. Now I am like, okay, I'm energetic, I'm closing my aura and everything. But then if such things happen in front of my patient, then I will be like, Arey, what is wrong with her? So
Yeah.
that is why I'm a bit.
It's my suggestion. What I am trying to explain to you is that earlier also all this was there. They were influencing you, but you were not aware of. Now you are becoming aware of. Now you are becoming sensitive to it. So you are able to feel it. You are able to, okay, this is what I now know about it. You are alert on that,
Yeah.
right? So this alertness is not wrong or bad. You are not attracting any additional, nothing new is coming to you. It was always there, right? But you were not dealing with them. Now you are learning to deal with them. Okay.
Okay.
Now, also, they are attracted not just because um, you have learned this procedure or something. They are
Okay.
attracted to you because you are inviting them. Sometimes uninvited, and some of them are invited one also. And we unconsciously invite them as well at times, because
Okay.
of our own inner patterns, our thought processes, our patterns. And you will know, you will learn in the next two. Just sit and wait. Next two chapters
Okay.
will tell you a lot about it. Yeah. Very different thinking, so that you are aware. See, what is happening is, because of our ignorance, we are not aware of many things. Our social patterns, our upbringing shadows, hides many of those things in the form of belief systems that we carry. And our belief systems give us the patterns, the way we think about something, the way we react to things, right? Our own value system. These are all embedded in us, and they are not ours. When you start looking at each one of those things, you will begin to see, oh, I got this from my mom. Oh, I got this from my dad. This is what I got
This
from my
happens to
teacher.
me. This
Yeah.
happens to
So,
me.
hmm. So you will start seeing them, and then you will begin to say, well, okay, at that point in time when it was given to me, it made sense. But does it make sense now? Do I need it? Now you are able to understand that, right? As you go through these things more and more, then you will begin to shed these kind of patterns. You will release them, or you will replace them with new ones, right? Which now make sense for you. This is how we evolve. Okay. So there's nothing wrong with our belief system. Belief system has a purpose, and you will learn more about uh, how do we deal with those things, right? Um,
Okay.
but the fundamentals, what we have learned in the first 5 weeks, will be applied in creating the understanding in the next 2 weeks. Okay. Then we will learn a slightly wider perspective to our existence. What is going on around me? When everything is made in the image of God, then how are they bad people? How are my patients negative? How is all those, I mean, like all those triggers coming to me? Why are they coming to me? Right? Then
Actually, I had
you
asked this question to myself a long time ago when I started meditation also, like 2 years back, and I got the answer that you are born to heal people. You are a healer, and I'm a physiotherapist. I'm also a healer. I do counseling as well. I do tarot reading as well. So there are people, and sometimes I've experienced that there are energy suckers, energy parasite. Though they used to suck, and I used to not know how to safeguard myself. So now I've
Mm,
learned that, and then I am like, okay, everybody has their own limitations. I have my own limitation, but sometimes it is so overwhelming, and sometimes like, okay, stop, I need a break. I
mm,
need a break.
yeah.
It happens to me that way. It's like, stop, I need some time for myself. And
Mm,
it is like, I'm like, are okay, like, see, every soul has their own limitations and everything, and you
mm,
need some
mm,
break. And it is happening that, okay, why it is happening to me? So then it is like you are the chosen one, and it is very, everybody is not a healer, everybody is not uh you know like that. So then I'm like, okay, fine. And sometimes it is very overwhelming for me now. It is, but now
mm,
I'm trying gradually to
mm,
be content. And this course is helping me to understand myself in a much better way. But
mm,
then it becomes very much like, it becomes too heavy for me.
mm.
Okay,
Yeah.
stop, now I need myself. Stop, ऐसे होता है.
Mm. Yeah,
So then
because
it becomes very,
you are putting a lot of effort into it, right? You are becoming a doer, and that is the characteristics of the mind. Mind will
yes,
always make you do things, right? And doing will cause exhaustion, right?
yes,
What we are learning is going beyond the mind and being in heart space. In heart space, you don't do things, you are being. You be
okay,
in a state, right? In that state, things happen. You begin
okay,
to understand how this entire machinery is functioning around me. That understanding will clarify a lot of things to you. Lots and lots of things. Yeah. You will then begin to understand, actually, I am not a healer.
okay.
That is the function of the creator, not me.
Yes, but
The
I
one
am the medium. I know I am the medium, but that
we all
we
are,
can
we
say that.
all are.
But
It
that
is not,
machine, when you put a lot of pressure on the machine, machine gets warm up and machine is like, stop. So
yeah, because
I've
you
got
have,
the message from universe as well, that you are the medium. You are not doing anything. But
you have
that's what I'm
assumed
trying
that
to
role.
understand.
Or if I say,
तो
you
machine
have
गर्म हो जाता है,
assumed that
sorry क्या
role.
करूं. मशीन गर्म हो जाता है अभी.
Yes, yes. You have assumed that role. You have taken the responsibility of the universe on your shoulders. Naturally, you will break down. Universe is too big to be handled.
Yes.
Yeah, you will learn about it. So slowly and gradually begin to stay in the heart space, not the mind. Try and
Okay.
try to transcend the mind and be in your heart space. That is where your power actually exists. Power is not in the mind. Power is in the heart space. That's where you are powerful, extremely powerful. So be there, and you will then start living effortlessly When you start living effortlessly, your machine will not become hot.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
So now I have to not think. I have to just अगर ऐसे thoughts आते हैं तो I have to think that okay, universe will take care of it. I just have to be in my heart space. I have to share love and light, and I am love and light. That's all.
And also each one of those others that seem to be in trouble are also made in
Love
the
and light.
image. They are made in the image of God. They have all the
Yeah.
qualities of God, just like me.
Okay.
They have the ability to come out of it, but they are not, because they have chosen to be that way for certain reasons which I am not aware of. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Slowly, slowly and gradually, we will introduce
Thank you
these
so much for
concepts.
this insightful. I had a lot of doubts, and today, and my mom was like, "Today happened." I'm like, I asked her, my face is glowing, and my mom is like, "थोड़ा सा glow रहा है, क्या किया तूने?" I'm like, "नहीं, कुछ नहीं किया. I did meditation." So it was like, okay, good. I felt that, and I felt amazing. I felt light. I felt
Hmm.
energetic as well.
Beautiful.
It was
Very good.
wonderful.
Yes. So you are doing the right things. You are doing the practice properly. Just continue to do it. Right? Continue to do it. Don't
So
burden
much.
yourself. This life is not to be under pressure. It's meant to be enjoyed. Every bit of
Yes.
it. Yes. So just be there. Be in your heart
Thank
space.
you. Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, masters. Any more questions? Anybody else? Any doubts? All right. So looks like everybody is satisfied and happy. All right. So thank you, masters. And Kirti ji had to leave, so I just would like to say thank you to Kirti ji as well for lovely and beautiful meditation we all got through her today. Thank you, everyone. Please do continue the practice for the next 4 days. And if there are questions, we will be doing the Q&A tomorrow. Please bring your questions there. And if later you have questions, the group is always available to ask questions. Thank you. Thank you for being here with us. We'll get together tomorrow for question answers on this chapter.